Valentine's Day. And you know what that means? I will tell you what that means. That means if you have a girlfriend, odds are you're going to see this exact movie this weekend. Don't know what to say, just you embrace it and you accept it as fact. Luckily, I'm here to tell you what you're in for at that point, so let's review it. About Last Night. So About Last Night's a romantic comedy on Valentine's Day because the universe demands that that happens. And I guess this movie's a remake of an 80s movie. I had no idea about that until about 5 minutes ago, so I'm not even gonna touch on it. Let's move on. It stars Michael Ealy. He's this really nice guy. He's an upstanding individual. He's the dude you want to root for because he's the common man. And he has his friend Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is this, he's an asshole. That's what he is in the movie. He's this really loud, obnoxious asshole, but he does the role so well. Kevin Hart starts dating this girl, and then that girl has a roommate who starts dating Michael Ealy. So they're both friends and they're dating each other. It's a square is what it is. It's a square of personalities that all work well together. I really mean that. Among the cliched plot of people are dating people, and you know how the story arcs are gonna go, I'm telling you, there are no surprises in this movie. I say that a lot in movies. It's a part of me that thinks maybe it's because I watch a lot of movies, but I'm just saying in romantic comedies, there's a formula, there's a structure. This movie holds to that structure. So at that point, you're like, well, are the people in it good? And the people in it are good. They work well together. They have good chemistry. If for nothing else, you enjoy watching them. And say what you want about Kevin Hart. Point is, he has a huge personality. And it shows in this movie. You stick him in any room, you stick him in a stadium, and you're gonna know he's there. You're gonna be like, that's Kevin Hart right over there. When he would rage out on things, I'm just looking at him, I'm like, that is such a small little man. He's just like, hey, fuck it. Fuck it! The dude, he cracked me up in the movie. Good job, Kevin Hart. We will now forget about Ride Along. Because Kevin Hart's that guy. You know, the guy who's like, screw relationships, screw them, I'm happier. And you watch the movie, and when Mr. Upstanding Citizen Brigade is having relationship problems, you're like, shit, what a drag. You look at Kevin Hart, and you're like, you can't argue he's happier than the other guy. So maybe that is the way to be in life. Maybe that's the message of the movie. However, like I said, good chemistry aside, you watch the movie and you're like, I know how this is gonna go down because I know how it's gonna go down. It's a romantic comedy on Valentine's Day. How else would this go down? And in that, when they're holding to the structure that it has to do, some things seem really abrupt. You're like, oh, everyone's happy. Oh, shit, they're fighting. They're pissed at each other. Why are they so pissed at each other? Oh my God, they're really mad. Why? How did that happen? And you realize that this movie takes place in the course of about a year. And so when people are pissed at each other, and then the next scene, it's a really, really monumental thing. You're like, what? How long have you two been mad at each other? Probably a month. Seems like everything went from heaven to hell in one day, but it's just been building over time for them. It just doesn't feel that way for you. And among that choppiness throughout the movie, even at the very end of the movie, I was like, okay, it's wrapping. Oh, those are end credits. All right, let's beat traffic. Let's go. The movie's over and you leave now. So About Last Night's a good romantic comedy date night movie. It has a cliched premise for sure, but it has good characters that work well with each other. The actors did a good job relating to each other. I will say About Last Night is a good time. No alcohol required. I thought I was gonna vomit all over this movie like a Matthew McConaughey romantic comedy in the 2000s. Nah, I guess not. All right, so About Last Night. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? More importantly, what is your ideal Valentine's Day movie? Whatever you think, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.